Back to the channel. It's your boy Hurricane Mike coming back at you with an early live stream. As much as I do not like the team I'm about to talk about, we gotta take a look at the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs, because a lot of people are calling them the next dynasty, which they technically are. I said, if you... Sorry guys, it's just after 9 o'clock where I'm from. But if you win 3 Super Bowls with your quarterback, then that becomes a dynasty. Alright, so we're going to look at the Kansas City Chiefs timeline. Alright. So let's look at the pre-Mahomes area. So let's take an early jump. So, the Chiefs in the pre-Mahomes era, they were not looking too good. Let's start from 2012 and go until they drafted Mahomes first. In 2012, they only won 2 games. And that led to them drafting Eric Fisher in the first round. Well, obviously in the first round, but with the first pick. Yes, he took Eric Fisher. So, they're wondering, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here, man? And then 2013, they rebuilt their team. Going from a 2-win team to an 11-win team, you know, with the addition of Alex Smith. And if they didn't choke against the Colts, they would have won a playoff game. But obviously they had that epic collapse against the Colts. Which is like the biggest collapse in playoff history before the Chargers-Jaguars playoff matchup. But the thing is, not only did they bring in Alex Smith, but they also brought in a kicker. I mean, not a kicker, a head coach who went by the name of Andy Reid. Plus, the Chiefs had a couple draft picks that turned out. You know, they drafted Tyreek Hill late. And that's a name you might hear later. And then in 2014, they were hanging around the bubble. You know, they just finished over 500 with a 9-7 record. You can't hear a dog. You know, Alex Smith, he was having 50-50 games. And then in 2015, they were able to get back to their winning ways with an 11-win season, shut out the Texans in the first round of the playoffs, but then they would eventually fall to the New England Patriots in the divisional round. But no matter, because in 2016, they would make noise again, winning 12 games, winning their division, but going on to lose to Pittsburgh. But now they're getting tired of this. So in 2017, the Kansas City Chiefs They were tired of just being good enough to make the playoffs. They were tired of that. So they called the phone of the Buffalo Bills. They traded up 17 spots from 27 to pick 10. And they went and got themselves a quarterback in Patrick Mahomes. That's what this live stream is going to be about. Patrick Mahomes, his rookie year, he played in one game. And that was week 18 when the Chiefs already clinched the playoff spot. They already clinched the division. So they were just, winging it out there. And Mahomes even won a game against the Broncos. I don't know why I keep yawning. But yeah, Alex Smith, he had a good season. Chiefs won 10 games. But once again, they collapsed in the wild card round. But this time to another AFC South team, the Tennessee Titans. And also, just like the other game, they lost by 1. 2018, that's when Mahomes gets the starting job. And he starts winging it. Patrick Mahomes would throw for 50 touchdowns. Patrick Mahomes would go on to win the MVP. Tyreek Hill played like the best receiver in football. Travis Kelce, best tight end in football. So that's where this super team started. Patrick Mahomes comes in to Kansas City and dog walks his opponents. As the Chiefs, they were able to win 12 games. And obviously that's good enough to make the playoffs. They beat the Colts in the division round handily. But then they lose to the Patriots in a heartbreaking game in overtime. But you know what? The Chiefs fans are still looking high. Because in 2019, they're like, okay, we won 12 games. We were able to almost make the Super Bowl. So why not us? Well, guess what? They won 12 games again. And then they went on. They were down by 24 against the Texans. And they came all the way back to lead at halftime. And they won by 20. Then they played the Titans. Once again, they were trailing for most of the first half. They came back, dog walked them. Then the San Francisco 49ers, down by 10 minutes to go in the Super Bowl. Tyreek Hill got behind the defense on a 3rd and 15. I remember where I was watching that game. I was in the living room, and I'm like, oh, snap. Because I was actually rooting for the Chiefs, because I actually liked the Chiefs back then, not no more. But I was watching, and I'm like, all right, 3rd and 15. And I actually thought maybe, just maybe, this was going to be converted. And it was more than converted. 3rd and 15 for the first down. And then they went on to win the game 31-20. So that's how the Chiefs built the super team. And now I'm not going on about all of their seasons since then. I'm going for when they built the super team. Because now they don't really have a super team. They just have a good team that's going to win the Super Bowl probably. Or at least make it back to the AFC Championship. So yeah, that's how the Kansas City Chiefs built this super team. Shout out to anybody who watches this after the show goes live. And I'm out.